Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to have my cat Saber in here. This is a special guest appearance. He's an older cat, so he doesn't venture outside the bedroom much. So this is kind of a special treat. So anyway, I wanted to shoot a video about just managing your calories in respect to exercise. So one thing I've kind of struggled with is that I don't really know how many calories I'm burning. Like when I'm doing my morning walks where I walk about, I try to walk between 10 and 13,000 steps a day. I'm kind of up to 13,000 now. Or whether I'm lifting weights or I'm doing sometimes I do a stair climber just for a little bit more intensity. I don't do that much, but sometimes it's not always 100% clear how many calories I burned. Usually the machine will give you a number of calories that you've burned. I don't believe that's totally accurate. And then when I'm out walking, I do use a chest band to measure my heart rate. I also use a Garmin watch to kind of track my steps, that kind of thing. And they give you calorie output too, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. So it's just, I spent a lot of time just worrying about that. Like, okay, I'm going to eat, let's just say 2,400 calories. Okay, well, sorry, tail. I'm going to eat 2,400 calories. So, if I burn 200, so I should eat 2,600. You can get really wrapped up in that and really distracted with that. So I found my technique now is to ignore it. Basically, I shoot for a calorie number that I'm going to eat every day. And I try to shoot for that number no matter how much exercise I get. I use a third piece of data, and that piece of data comes from the weight scale every morning. I weigh myself every day. When I wake up, I go to the bathroom, I weigh myself. So my Garmin scale puts the weight into the Garmin app and it's tracked for me automatically. Now, you don't have to weigh yourself every day. It is one of those things where weighing yourself can be a little psychologically impactful for you, especially as you see it kind of going up and down and you're like, I thought I was supposed to be losing weight, but today I gained a little weight. It's going to take a little practice, but just be kind of mentally strong and just know this is a data point, right? So just because you're up today, doesn't mean anything. It's just a data point. Really, this is a long game. I've talked a lot about that, but the weight loss and just maintaining your weight overall is a long process. It's something you're going to be doing the rest of your life. So a day's weigh-in is very small in comparative to the whole journey that you're on. And that's hard for us humans to kind of understand. And that's true with even weightlifting and bodybuilding. A lot of people give up because they're like, I'm not seeing a lot of results. But if they had stuck with it for 2 years and they took a picture before and after, at year 1 and year 2, they'd be blown away by the transformation, assuming that they're doing all the things outside of the gym they should be doing, sleep, etc. So these small changes kind of can throw you off, but just, stick with it, or just weigh yourself every other day. You can do that too. Just something to where you can get a good running average. And I use that weight to essentially tell me whether I'm eating at the right calorie count or not. So for example, I average about anywhere between 10 to 14,000 steps a day. Sometimes I get less than that. But I eat, about 2,500 calories a day is generally my goal. So if I'm eating 2,500 calories and I'm walking an average of 10,000 steps a day and my weight is going up, well, I know that my exercise and the amount of, neat movement that I have, so like moving my hands when I talk and things, is not burning as many calories as I'm eating. So I just need to scale it back a little bit. So I might scale it back by 100 calories a day. So nothing drastic or anything like that. And just see what that does for a week or two. Check it again. There's actually an app that I use that automatically does this for you. It's called MacroFactor. I'll link it in the description. I've been using it for about, I guess it's been about 4 or 5 months now. And it's actually pretty accurate in gauging, how many calories you should eat based on your weight. So if you're struggling with, trying to figure out how many calories you should be eating, especially when it comes to exercising, etc., you might check out MacroFactor. It is cost. I don't make any money off it, but you do have to pay for it. But I found it to be pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good app. I've switched from MyFitnessPal over to MacroFactor. But anyway, this isn't an ad for that app. Mainly, I wanted to convey the point that, don't get kind of wrapped around the axle around, tracking your calories and, oh, I got to eat 50 more calories today because I walked 50 more steps or anything like that, right? Just use your weight and hit your calorie goals and weigh your food and just stay on the path. And you'll find that that is a pretty good way at estimating how many calories you should be eating based on the amount of regular activity that you're getting. So hopefully this is still helpful for you. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you like the video, please like. If you like the content I put out, it'd be awesome if you subscribe, but you don't have to. But anyway, keep up the great work. I know you can do it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.